You're on mute.
Now, hey everyone, here's a sprint release video for the product marketing group for August 25th. I'm gonna hand it off to Tina to get things rolling.
Yeah, I have had an awkward kind of iteration. So I have things like half complete and things completely complete. So I started putting together the MECC landing page wireframe. So this is where it's at right now. It seems like there's pivoting in how they're going to be kind of positioning MECC. So I put a little bit of a hold on that, and now I jumped onto the KubeCon events landing page. So something like this. So I'm just kind of using the same styles that we used for the DevSecOps, just because it's nice to kind of use our brand, but then have like a darker kind of version of it for these kind of events and stuff like that. And then I'll be using this for the AWS event as well. I also put together a Learn design. Nathan kind of brought that to my attention, but now I can't remember if that was this iteration or last iteration. Yeah, and that's it. DevSecOps survey landing page was released. I've been working on that, and nothing else really to chat about. I don't know who's next. I pick Nathan.
Okay, perfect. I'll talk about the Learn page. Yeah, Learn page, I think it's on production now. I merged it maybe like 20, 30 minutes ago. So that should be on buyer experience. I just have to go back. I forgot to remove it from dub. And then there was a change to solutions pubsec, where the events section was kind of reworked or simplified. So I did that. And then I spent a decent amount of time on personalization and just trying to pull in demand-based data into JS and being able to make actual, logic with it. And so I was going to show a review app I have, but I guess the one issue to how we're collecting users' data is it's based off IP. And so IP isn't like super specific. And so when I was going to show it on like Thursday or a couple of days ago, the IP had like, I was part of an enterprise. So it actually had something showing up because I was part of a target audience. But now apparently I'm not. So I don't have anything to show. But I guess that's the issue with using IP address as like an identifier for a user. So maybe we need to find another, I don't know, something we can talk about. But anyways, that's for a pricing experiment to put borders around. So if you're like a small business, we'll highlight premium. If you're enterprise, we'll highlight ultimate. So it's just kind of like extra flair to try and get you to buy it. But anyway, so that's what I worked on. I'm doing the migration right now, or like the automation between www and BE for the features file. And so I'm hoping to get that out by tomorrow, or maybe even today if I'm lucky. But yeah, that's it for me. Who should I pick? I'm picking Javi. He's looking comfortable.
I am comfortable. Thank you, Nathan. This iteration, I worked on updating J4 across all of our marketing things, pretty much everywhere that matched the ISO 3166 format. Essentially, we can't use the EU code, so we have to break apart into all of the different country codes that take the EU. I had an issue closed for resolving feature flag evaluations with experiments. That's its own rabbit hole. And then I have integrate launch darkly component with data layer, essentially pushing things to the data layer when events are happening in launch darkly, which is nice. So that Dennis has another source of truth for information that we can compare against launch darkly and see what the differences are between the two. Stuff that's still in the work in progress, but I worked on data layer events to the SaaS trial workflow. There's 2 pages on the product that we need to push data layer events when a user is going through the onboarding flow. And so I added events to that. That MR is currently in review, and I need to write tests for, because that's something that I got called out for. And then I have some work in progress work for the implementing some of the enhancements for the features and solutions. That MR is still like work in progress because other things keep popping up. And that's it for me. Up next is Mateo.
Thank you, Javi. So most of my time was into the survey page, a whole bunch of things to do in that one, but it was released. And I also did a small update in the meta description for the features page, and I am working in a new component for the solutions and feature pages. And that's it for me. Next is Margaret.
Yep. So this iteration, I worked on the comparison page, features comparison page updates. I was just type and style fixes. I also worked on the features landing page. That's still a work in progress. I'm just pairing up with Tina to do some more style fixes to that. And I also work on the DevSecOps landing page animations. And I think that's also merged. And yep, I guess the goal is to finish the featured landing page. And I think we were still missing the screenshots, but I still can just keep working with Tina on that. I think that's it for me.
All right. Thanks, everyone.